So Kaduna State is a leading producer of maize, ginger and tomato in Nigeria, and a major producer of rice. Talk about soybeans. You know, some administrators would say, we have it, that's enough for us. Why invest more? And in an era where some governors embark on fancy projects like airports and flyovers and what they call legacy projects, have some reports of the government's level of commitment to the agricultural sector. So talk to us about this administration's revolution in sustainable farming and rural developments.
Well, good evening, Jumoke.
Good evening to you.
Kaduna, we are really having a new dawn since the coming of Senator Obasani's government. Right from campaign period, he made commitment to support and jumpstart the rural economy, to support the rural economy, especially, you know, Kaduna being an agrarian state. Remember that agriculture contributes up to 43% to the state's GDP. So he made commitment to support agriculture as one of the pillars of the sustained agenda of his government, which also aligns with the renewed hope agenda of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So since coming of Obasani's government, the commitment is real. Typically, the evidence is the year 2023, the budget to agriculture was barely 1.4 billion, 0.4% of the state's budget. By the year 2024, which was Governor Obasani's first budget that he prepared, agriculture got allocated 23 billion. That was over 1,400% increase. Imagine that. That was evident. And the support that we gained with the view to really being the first producers of maize, first producers of ginger, we're also leading in tomatoes. The support really is targeted as especially the smallholder farmers. So he said we should focus on two things to improve the yield of our farmers, especially the smallholder farmers. Maize, typically, the smallholder farmers have a yield of maybe 2 tons per hectare. That was why we now came to target the doubling effect, supporting the smallholder farmers with quality inputs, improved seedlings, improved seeds, intensive extension service so that agronomic practices will be improved, all in a bid to improve the yield. Our target is to see that we move them from the average 2 tons to 5 or 6 tons per hectare. And you can see from the budget, we gave massive support of those inputs. Mechanization is one of the key areas that will help us achieve the improved productivity. Improved extension service, mechanization, which is key. So that is why he started by buying micro-mechanization equipment like power tillers. We distributed massively to about 69,000 smallholder farmers in their cooperatives. The essence is to see that we mechanize. The era of Hoe and Cutlass is over because we want to really improve the productivity. With those micro-mechanization, land preparation has been eased, and they can now cultivate more land because we have enormous arable land available. An average smallholder farmers that does 3 hectares has the capacity to do 7 or even 8 or 10 with the mechanization.
All right.
So those are the things that we started with, giving them quality inputs, improving extension service, the mechanization. And now, we are now trying to focus on all year-round farming because for us to achieve food security, we cannot rely on rain-fed agriculture alone. We have about 11 irrigation schemes in the state. What do? We are now focusing on rehabilitating those schemes. Most of the dams are silted. So we want to desilt and expand the irrigable portion, the irrigation, the irrigated land area, so that we'll cultivate more. So all this support that we're giving the farmers is meant to really double the effect. You could see yesterday, it was a massive event where we supported the dry season farmers with lots of equipment. Apart from power tillers that we distributed, over 500, and then the irrigation is a key thing